Holy crap, it's actually happening. Hello, friends, and welcome back to the Brockopp side, a place for those who live, talk, and buy movies. And if you feel like you fall into one of those categories, hit that subscribe button down below. But anyway, just a few moments ago, it was officially announced that Zack Snyder's Justice League, aka the Snyder Cut, was officially 100%, no joke, coming out in 2021 on the brand new HBO Max, which is debuting later this month. This announcement came from Zack Snyder himself, who hosted a Man of Steel watch party on Vero and Zoom, and at the end of it there was a Q&A with Henry Cavill, Zack Snyder, his wife Deborah, and a few lucky fans here and there, and of course the inevitable question of, are you gonna release the Snyder Cut came out, and Zack was acting a bit coy about it, like, it's really out of my hands, it's like I have a copy of it, if I could release it, I would just put it on a thumb drive and throw it into a random bathroom somewhere, and that just kind of went on for a couple minutes, just kind of a similar spiel that he's given over the last 3 years or so, and then Henry Cavill tells him, I think you should just release the movie, and then Zack is like, well, I don't really have the movie, but here, I got this thing, and then he turns the camera to a screen that says, Zack Snyder's Justice League coming 2021 on HBO Max. Everybody on that Zoom chat lost their minds, and probably most people that were watching the live stream elsewhere did as well. But this is humongous news because for the last 3 years, ever since Joss Whedon's version of Justice League came out, most people weren't exactly happy with that cut. There were reports saying that like 80 new pages of material were written to make the movie, under 2 hours, more funny, lighthearted things like that, and people didn't take to it very well and have been demanding the release of the Snyder Cut ever since. There's a group of dedicated Snyder fans who've been campaigning for this Snyder Cut to be released for the last 3 years, even creating fundraisers in support of mental health, because one of the reasons Zack left Justice League to begin with was because one of his daughters had passed away, so he had to step down from that. But now, after all this time of rumors of it potentially being screened to studio executives, or it actually coming out on like this streaming service or that streaming service, it is officially coming next year on HBO Max, and I'll admit it, I was completely doubtful that this was ever going to actually become a thing, because in the back of my mind I was just thinking about it from kind of a cynical perspective, like, what does WB have to gain monetarily from this, because Justice League 1 flopped hard, so it's like there's no real reason to release a director's cut if that one didn't do well, and the DCEU is starting to go in a little bit of a different direction, but I think they just understood the demand of the original vision of this movie. Now people just really want this movie to, like, this could actually please a lot of people. Now, something that kind of intrigues me is what kind of impact the Snyder Cut of Justice League is going to have, because we're going to finally see, a pretty decent idea of what Zack Snyder's original vision for Justice League was. It's probably not going to be 100% his original idea he set out, a few years ago to make this giant story arc, because he had plans for Justice League 2 and 3 with some really big stuff, Darkseid coming in, and all kinds of good stuff like that. So we'll see if maybe somehow he gets to come back and finish his story arc. I'm still a little doubtful on that much. I think at the very least it'll be a much more coherent story with some better action, better visuals, and I think tonally everything will make more sense. No more CGI, Henry Cavill mustache removal services. So of course there's still a long way to go before the Snyder Cut is officially released. It won't come out till 2021, but I'm sure well before then we'll get some posters, some trailers, and things like that. But yeah, so come 2021 we're gonna have the Batman, the Suicide Squad, Black Adam, and a new Justice League. Or the same Justice League, but better. It's like, it's probably gonna feel like 2 different movies, but it's like it's gonna have some similar elements in both of them, so it's like kind of a new Justice League movie, but you know what I'm talking about. So if you want to see some more videos from me like this, you can check out this playlist right over here, and if you want to see what YouTube recommends you watch from me next, then check out this little video right over here, and of course subscribe if you live, talk, and buy movies, and we'll see you on the Brockopp side.